Ready for medical career growth? Yes, you are in the right place. Hello, this is Dr. Neema Bish, BDS by degree and a pharma professional. As a founder of Career in Pharma, our mission is to guide medical professionals towards remarkable success in the pharma industry. With a track record of over 700 plus students trained and placed into various premier pharma companies, we are here to elevate your journey.
Hello everyone. Once again, I welcome you all to Career in Pharma and welcome to another episode of important interview question answer series for pharmacovigilance. And in today's video, I am going to discuss what is MEDRA. Yes, so it's a coding dictionaries. I am going to talk about MEDRA in detail. Now, if you are going to give interview for entry level positions of pharmacovigilance like safety executive, pharmacovigilance executive, safety associate trainee, pharmacovigilance officer, pharmacovigilance scientist, or as a MBBS, if you are going to be interview for medical reviewer or drug safety physician, then you can't afford to miss this video. Yes, so please do watch this video till the end because I'm going to talk each and everything very specific, in relation to interview. Okay. See, there is no end to depthness or detail on anything. Yes, because so many things are there inside this. But whatever is required at a fresher level for entry level positions, what you need to know to clear the interview, that we are going to discuss in today's video. Also, if you are someone who is experienced in pharmacovigilance, if you already holding safety experience, drug safety experience, then definitely you can go more details into more details with the help of Medra YouTube channel, Medra website, because they have Medra website also, they have Medra YouTube channel also. You can go further into details, but please note that if you are fresher, please don't go into so much detail, because what will happen if you go into so much detail, first it will confuse you. Second, in that confusion, even the basic things which you should be knowing, which you must be knowing, that also will be very difficult for you to remember. So just stick to the basic things what is required, and that I'm going to tell you through this video today. Yes, so let's begin, and I'm going to quickly share my slide. So I'm going to explain you this with the help of slides. So whatever I'm discussing in slide, that is more than enough. Okay, please remember that is more than enough to know at a fresher level if you want to clear the interview. Yes, so let's begin. Now, what is MEDRA? First of all, you should be knowing the MEDRA full form. So, few things I want to highlight is what you must be knowing for interview for MEDRA. Now, what is MEDRA? What is the full form of MEDRA? Why we use MEDRA? What is the scope of MEDRA? Means what all things we code with the help of MEDRA, and why there is a need of MEDRA, what is the MEDRA hierarchy, and what is the current version of MEDRA. So whenever you are going to give interview, please once go to their website always, because MEDRA gets updated twice in a year. So let's say you gave some interview in March. Okay, now again you are going to give some interview in September or October the same year. If you did not update yourself with the latest version, because like I already said, MEDRA gets updated twice in a year. One is March, one is September update. So if you are still with the March update, although you are going to give interview in September, then your answer will be wrong, right? So whenever you are going to give interview for pharmacovigilance role, please keep yourself updated with the latest current version of MEDRA, that you can get through their website, because that is the most authentic way to get the authentic information. So in today's video, I will tell you the basic of MEDRA. Also, I will browse you through their website and their YouTube channel as well. Yeah, so this is MEDRA. Now, what is the full form of MEDRA? First question is, what is the full form? So very easy to learn, and this is the way we write it. Okay, so you can see M is in capital, ED is in small letter, and then DRA again in caps, right? So the full form of MEDRA is Medical Dictionary for Regulatory Activities. See, very easy to remember. Yes, MED means medicine, right? Medical. DRA, Dictionary for Regulatory Activities. Okay. So please remember this full form, because many times interviewer may confuse you. Let's say if you are saying Medical Dictionary for Regulatory Activities, interviewer may, just to confuse you, interviewer may tell you, no, it is Medical Dictionary for Drug Regulatory Activities. Okay. So please remember the full form, very clearly. MED, Medical Dictionary for Regulatory Activities. Okay, so first MED stands for medical, then D stands for dictionary, and then RA is regulatory activities. Okay, not regulatory authority. Okay, not regulatory authority. Okay, so we are using the dictionaries for activities. It is used by regulatory authorities also, CROs also, pharma companies also, industries are using. But in the full form, it is regulatory activities. So full form is Medical Dictionary for Regulatory Activities. That is the full form of MEDRA. Now, what is MEDRA? MEDRA is a clinically validated and international medical terminologies used by regulatory authorities, regulated biopharmaceutical industries, companies, pharma companies, CRO. So MEDRA is a standardized medical terminology. So it is a universally accepted standardized medical terminologies used across all over the world by WHO UMC, by regulatory activities, by CRO, by pharma companies, by regulated biopharmaceutical industry. Yes. So this is the standard medical terminologies, and who published this MEDRA? ICH, that is International Council for Harmonization, published MEDRA, and it is used in particular for coding of adverse events in clinical study reports and pharmacovigilance database, which facilitates in doing searches in the database. Yes, so this terminology, this MEDRA, is in use throughout the entire regulatory process, from pre-marketing to post-marketing, and for data entry, retrieval, evaluation, and presentation. So in short, MEDRA is a clinically validated and a standardized medical terminologies published by International Council for Harmonization, and it is used by. So who published? ICH, and used by regulatory authorities, WHO UMC, CRO, biopharmaceutical companies, other pharma companies. Yes, so this is MEDRA. Now next slide. What is the requirement of MEDRA? Yes, why there is a need of MEDRA? So first of all, why we need it? Because it is internationally applicable. Okay, so across the world, like I said, across the world, WHO UMC database, Vigibase also has MEDRA. Yes, drug regulatory authorities have MEDRA, CROs have MEDRA. So it is internationally applicable. It is supported by both industry companies and drug regulators. It has a broader coverage of health data. It has increased specificity. Okay, that is very important. See, to code anything very perfectly, we need to have a more specificity. Okay. For example, if any adverse event term is there, which stating cardiovascular system, okay, which stating that there is something wrong with cardiovascular system, versus there is another report with saying that the adverse event was cardiac failure. Yes, so cardiac failure is very specific, right? Cardiovascular system is so generalized, so that means specificity. So MEDRA has increased specificity in the terms of their hierarchy, the different level terms they have. Yes, MEDRA has a structure to support analysis and presentation. So with the help of MEDRA, we can analyze the data, we can present it, we can duplicate it, we can replicate it. Yes, and it is centrally and externally maintained. Very important. MEDRA is compatible with all the IT system and tools. Means it is compatible with Argus, Eris G, and other software database used inside pharmacovigilance or used during clinical trial procedures. Whenever the drug is in clinical trial phase, then also there is the requirement of METRA. So whatever database is in use in pharma industry, all database systems tools are compatible with METRA. So that's why there is a requirement of METRA. Now what is the rationale for METRA? Okay, why we are using METRA? Yeah. So first of all, it is having global standardization and it's having universal harmonization. So that's why it is used universally. And uniformity is there throughout MEDRA. Doesn't matter if regulatory authority is using, if WHO UMC using, if any company is using. Everywhere the data is uniform across all over. So that we call it as universal harmonization. Across regulatory agencies, it is in use. Across multiple pharmaceutical companies, it is in use. Yes, and very necessary throughout the product life cycle, that is the drug life cycle. With the help of MEDRA, we can get help in electronic data transfer also. So how we can do electronic data transfer if the data is not uniform? So with the help of MEDRA, we can get uniform data that we can transfer electronically. Yes. MEDRA avoids translation distortions and error across countries because it is a uniform platform. I mean, every data is very uniform here. Means, let's say I am sitting in India and I'm coding something. Now for the same adverse event which I am coding versus if anyone else is sitting in US, the same person is coding the same kind of adverse event into their database. So if we compile both the reports, that will show a same adverse event. That will show a same concept. How it is possible with the help of MEDRA, which avoids translation distortions and errors across countries. MEDRA provides a classification for wide range of clinical information, able to support for multiple medical product areas. Okay, so this is the rationale for MEDRA. Now, what is the scope of MEDRA? Scope means you can say what all things we can code with the help of MEDRA. Okay, that is means scope. So MEDRA we use to code adverse event. So adverse event are nothing like you guys must already be knowing by this time that what is adverse event. You can watch out our past videos. I have explained adverse event in detail. Okay. So MEDRA, we code adverse event with the help of MEDRA. Whatever the patient complaint is coming, whatever adverse event the patient had. Let's say I took some XYZ drug and I had a rash. Now rash is the adverse event in my case. So we'll code this rash with the help of MEDRA. There will be this rash term in the medical dictionary, this MEDRA. Other than this, we can code therapeutic indication. So for example, let's say I took aspirin, okay, for headache, okay. Now this headache is an indication, therapeutic indication for aspirin. So this indication, this headache also we are going to code with the help of MEDRA. Other than this, past medical history, let's say I had hypothyroidism, I had some allergy history, all those medical history we code with the help of MEDRA. Surgical history also we code with the help of MEDRA. Let's say I had some history of surgery in past. That surgical history also we are going to code with the help of MEDRA. Laboratory data also we are going with the help of MEDRA. Now laboratory data means, let's say I had increased fatigue, I had increased hunger, and for that I went to doctor and the doctor took my blood sugars report and all those reports, blood sugars, HbA1c, whatever is their laboratory data in regard to the adverse event and other things, that also we code with the help of MEDRA. So MEDRA is in use to code adverse event, therapeutic indications, past medical history, past surgical history, laboratory data, and also concurrent conditions. It's not just past. Concurrent means, let's say I already have ongoing diabetes. So that concurrent illness conditions also we are going to code with the help of Medra. So this is all scope of Medra. Now you can say that anything which is not a drug, any condition, any history, or everything we code with the help of Medra. Now who uses Medra? This I already told you in the first slide. Medra is universally used by all the countries and regulatory authorities worldwide. Yes. So all the countries are using, CROs are using, pharma companies are using, regulatory authorities are using, WHO EMC is using. So everyone is using Medra because it gives a uniform heat. Okay, so this was who uses Medra. Now very important. How many times Medra gets updated? Okay, so in this slide you can say it is written 24.1. So that is some old information. So let me tell you how many times Medra gets updated. So in a year, Medra gets updated twice. And from where they are getting data to update it? From consumers only. Consumer means the CROs, the pharma companies, the drug regulatory authorities. Yes, all these people who are using Medra, they only can give the input to Medra to add this term, to remove this term, and that's how the Medra gets updated. So data will be coming from the users and it will be updated twice in a year. So first updates happens in March and second updates happen in September. So the major update which happens is in March, followed by the minor changes. So if there is any major change required in the inside Medra, that we are going to do in March, and if any update is there which is not so major, small minor changes, that we can suggest for September. Okay, so like that the version also keeps changing. Yes, so now at present, because March 2024 already gone, so at present, the current version of Medra is 27.0. So this is the way we say, okay, this is, you can say current version of Medra is 27, or to be very specific, you can say 27.0. Okay, so this is the way to say this, not 27.0. Okay, we call it as 27.0. You can say 27, or to be very precise or specific, you can say 27.0. So the current version of Medra till June 2024 is 27.0. Now the other update, that is the minor update which happened in September, will be in addition to this 27 only. So that will be 27.1. Okay, that's how we change the version. Now next year in March 2025, it will be 28.0. Okay, then again in September 2025, it will be 28.1. Like that, we keep changing the version. Okay, so in a year, if there is 27.0 now, next will be 27.1. But when the year changes, then it will go from 27 to 28, like that. 27, 28, 29, 30, like that it goes. And the minor change which happens in September is the same to whatever it is going in that year. So for this year, the current version of Medra is, I mean, as of now, it is 27.0, and in September, it will come as 27.1. Okay, so please remember, if you are going to give interview now, you have to say 27.0. But if you give interview in September or October, November, you have to say 27.1. But before you say that, you need to confirm it in Medra website, because I am telling you the month. Now the date might vary, right? Now in March, when it will happen, and if it happened, if it's implemented or not, all the latest information you are going to get through their website or YouTube channel also. Okay. So if you are going in any other month than March and September, then it's clear. But when you are going to give interview in March or September in any year, then you need to check properly. Yes, the current version, the latest version. Don't just follow the older version. Now no one is going to ask you what are the changes happened in the latest version, because that is very high level question which they expect people who have experience, who already used Medra when they were in job. Okay, so at a fresher level, if you know this much only, that what is the current version, that is more than sufficient, right? So that is how many times Medra gets updated. Now another important thing is who maintains Medra. So like I already said, ICHS is maintaining the Medra. No, it is maintained by MSMO and given by ICH. So Medra is given by ICH and it is maintained by MSMO. Okay, so I will take you through their website also. So who maintains Medra? Answer is it is maintained by MSMO, that is Maintenance and Support Service Organization. And who formed Medra? It is ICH. Okay. Now Medra versus Medra code. So Medra, whenever you work inside Medra, so there will be a Medra term, and for every term means adverse event, it could be diagnosis, it could be any condition, it could be. For every term there will be a Medra code, and that code will be a new number. Okay, so the code will be a number. For every Medra term there will be a Medra code in the form of number. So for example, we have a Medra term urticaria. Okay. Now urticaria, if the report is saying urticaria, then definitely this urticaria is a medical term. You can quote it directly. If the report is saying itching, then when you put itching as a reported term, it's going to convert into a PT of urticaria only. Okay. So that's how Medra works. If you are specifically giving the correct medical adverse event term, then definitely it's very easy to quote. But we always take the reported term, whatever the patient is reporting in his or her own language. Yeah. So that's how there will be a term that will be coded to a numbers. Okay. So Medra code, the code is a unique numerical number assigned to each term in the dictionary, and it is 8 digits. So these numbers, the codes, Medra codes are 8 digits in numbers always. Yes. And these are just an identification number. Yeah, that's all for this. Now let's come to hierarchy. Now Medra hierarchy is a very important mechanism for flexible data retrieval and clear presentation of data. So we have 5 level of hierarchy. Okay. So if anyone is asking what is the hierarchy in Medra, say there are 5 levels of hierarchy, and you have to name them also. So it starts from LLT, that is the lowest level term. Then it goes to PT, that is the preferred term. That is goes to high level term, that is HLT. Then it goes to high level group term, that is HLGT. And then it goes to system organ class, that is SOC. We call it as SOC. We call it as SOC. Okay. So there are 5 levels of hierarchy. Starts from low level term, then preferred term, then high level term, then high level group term, and then system organ class. Okay. So as we move from LLT to SOC, the specificity will increase. Okay. The specificity will increase. Yeah. So this is the hierarchy. Now I want to show you one example how this hierarchy works. Yeah. So I starts with LLT. Okay, so let's say if the report is saying that neutropenia aggravated versus another report, it's already reported neutropenia only. So if you code both reported term like this, the PT will be neutropenia. Okay, the PT will be neutropenia for both. Now the HLT will also be neutropenia, but the high level group term will go to WSO disorder, that is white blood cell. Neutrophils are white blood cells, right? So HLGT will be white blood cell disorder. But if you go to the system, like blood lymphatic system, if you go to the SOC, it will show you the system to which this blood belongs, yeah, or WBC belongs. So it will go to blood and lymphatic systematic disorder. Okay, so see, so it is generalized. Okay, in the last slide I said when we go to SOC it is more specific. No, it is vice versa. Okay, so sorry for that. This LLT, PT, these are more specific. When you go to SOC, it will show you the system, to which system it belongs actually. Okay, so SOC is a more generalized hierarchy. Okay, so if any report is there where there is a neutropenia, if you quote this neutropenia, it's going to a shock of blood and lymphatic system disorder. Okay, so SOC is a generalized hierarchy, but LLT, PT, these are more specific. Yes, so this is the hierarchy, how it works. First of all is the low level term, then it's a PT, then high level term, then it's the high level group term, and then it is a system organ class to which system it belongs to. So let's say if in LLT there is a, let's say, reported term of let's say heart attack, okay, which goes to MI, and which again goes to MI, then going to heart disorder, and finally going to cardiovascular system. So that's how this is the hierarchy of MEDRA. Yes. So now this is all about MEDRA. Okay. So I already explained in this what is MEDRA, full form, hierarchy, what is the scope, what all things we code with the help of MEDRA, and very important, version. You need to check the latest update always when you are going to give interview. Yes. Now I want to take you through their website, which is again very important, and then I will take you through their YouTube channel also. I hope this you all can see. Yes. So this is the MEDRA website. If you want to explore more about MEDRA, go to their website, that is medra.org. This is the website. Or you simply Google MEDRA website. You will find this medra.org. Yes. Now, yeah, here you can read everything. What is the vision of MEDRA, organization, evolution, then how to use. Yes. But let me tell you, at a fresher level, no need to get confused. Whatever I said, whatever I showed you in the slide, it is more than enough. So don't confuse yourself. Trust me, that is more than enough. But yes, if you are experienced, you can explore it further. So many things are there, right? And very important fact about MEDRA is, you can see here. Now one more place where you can read about MEDRA is ICH. Like I said, MEDRA given by ICH, and this is, you can see, right, this ICH page. MEDRA given by ICH but maintained by MSMO. Okay, so this is MSMO website. So fact is, MEDRA is available in 14 languages. Can you see this? So it MEDRA helps in avoiding language distortions, like I already said. So it is available in 14 languages. Can you see? This is the quick facts you can read in the ICH website. It has a free access to all the regulators, healthcare professionals, academics, and others involved in non-commercial activities. Over 6,800 MEDRA subscribing organizations from over 125 countries. 14 languages available. So these are the facts about MEDRA. Now I will take you through their YouTube channel also. See, this is the MEDRA MSMO YouTube channel. You just type in YouTube MEDRA MSMO. MSSO. Yes, you will find this YouTube channel, and here you can find further details. But again, at a pressure level, don't confuse yourself by going into so much detail. This detail I showed for people who already have experience. For them, definitely it's going to help. Let's say you are in team lead position, or maybe you have to work on MEDRA slides in your office or anything like that. Definitely you can always explore their website, their YouTube channel, because in every language they have videos. Can you see? They have video in, I guess the latest update also. Let's code together. Yes. Advanced MEDRA coding. So many things they have. Advanced MEDRA coding presented in Spanish. So different language they have. Yes. Let's code together. See what's new with MEDRA 27.0. So all the updates here they have, yeah, if you want to understand more about Metra. But again, don't go into so much deep level if you are a fresher, because it's a waste of time. It is more and more confusion. And if you're really very curious, you can go, but save your time, just prepare for your interview, and just quick points I'm going to give you. What is Metra? Full form, scope of Metra, and then hierarchy, current version of it. That's all. And who gave Metra? Mentored by who? If you know this much, it's more than sufficient to give all the answers about it. Yes? So that's all about Metra, and I hope you got clear-cut idea on Metra with this slides and the website which I showed you. And if you're experienced, if you want to, explore more, you are free to do so with their website, their YouTube channel. So that's all. If you still have any confusion, any question to ask about Metra, please feel free to write below in the comment section, and I would love to read all the comments and would love to reply each and every one of them. Yes? And please comment anything which was new for you about Metra. Means if you search Metra anywhere, if you already know Metra, but through this video, if you got to know any new information, then that also please comment below in the comment section, because those kind of comments motivates us and gives us more power booster to give you this kind of information. Yes, and a quick note for all those who are going to give interview, always be updated with the latest or current version of Metra. Yes, as of now it is 27.0. Okay, 27.0. If you are going to give interview in September, then it will become 27.1 or October 27.1. But if you are going to give interview just in September, in that case, please check out their website before you finalize your answer. Yeah. So that's all about Metra, and I hope you like this video. If really, please hit a like button. Please share it with your friends, and please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Yes. We'll be coming soon with some next topic. Till the time I come again, till that time, please stay safe, aware, healthy, updated, and keep exploring new things. Have a nice day.